Today's horoscope, Virgo August 18th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With Venus in your sign these days, you take more time to enjoy yourself, which boosts your confidence. However, with a minor challenging aspect between Venus and Pluto today, it can temporarily be difficult to see beyond immediate desires and sensations, which can lead to chasing short-term goals that are unlikely to satisfy. However, this transit can bring on an itch that helps you identify a true, perhaps buried desire. With a Mercury-Uranus square also in play as the day advances, something communicated can stir up tension or defensiveness. Consider whether it's better to correct errors or ignore them and move on. Keep in mind that misunderstandings are more likely if you rush communications or plans. Unexpected results or communications that interrupt the flow can be in frustrating focus. Ideally, something random could stir an instrumental insight or perspective. You'd be wise to take some time to regroup and recoup your mental energy. Buckle up because your planetary ruler, our cosmic messenger, Mercury, is bringing the tension today and tomorrow. In a retrograde spiral, he is stirring the pot. As he darts along the sky in your solar house of privacy, secrets, and hidden enemies, danger is afoot. In fact, something you've been hiding or something your lover has hidden from you could suddenly pop up out of nowhere. This is because Mercury will get ensnared in a square with electric Uranus, who always brings shocking news and anxiety. Do your best to trust your intuition and focus on solitude. Your work life is overdue for a change. Currently, you may have noticed that the tides have turned at your job. There might be a change in your habits, routine, or work matters. With so much going on, you should take a moment to process everything when the moon in Aquarius conjuncts Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Use today as an opportunity to work through your thoughts and feelings. Let it all out. You can cry, journal, or vent if needed. Take your time processing so that you can feel better about the changes at work. Today you can feel in tune with your most important emotions. You might attempt to focus your energy on creating affection instead of simply unleashing it. You need plenty of affection in your life in order to feel your best. When words fail, try to give yourself the opportunity to express your needs through affecting others in a positive light. You have a special connection to the economy. Giving your time or money to a needy cause helps you feel pleasantly connected with the world. You will be seeking new encounters that are fiery and passionate like everyone else with your number today. Here is a time you should canalize your desire for union and being with other people. You will have to work on mastering your naturally seductive ways, dear, because you could get lost in superficial relationships that have no future. Look around carefully and only contact the people around who could truly be special. You might not have to look far. With the moon returning to your work sector tomorrow and starting the lead up to a full moon, just as an alignment between Mars and Jupiter in your career sector is still separating, today's playful lunar vibes invite you to hold back. Although the full moon itself won't peak until early next week, it has the potential to unleash significant opportunities across income, work, and career fronts. Even professional influences suggest that you take a step back today, with the moon's only visit to a playful and creative part of your chart while Venus is in Virgo. This day should be dedicated to following your heart. The moon's only visit to your romantic sector while Venus, the planet of love, is in Virgo just happens to coincide with the few days in between Mercury's departure 2 days ago and the sun's return next week when she is on her own. This is connecting your heart to today's romantically charged lunar vibes in a way that doesn't need overthinking or projecting and instead is a chance to stay in the moment. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you might feel a bit scatterbrained as Mars in Gemini squares Saturn retrograde in Pisces, bringing some tension into your day. It's one of those days where you might feel like you're picking up the pieces a euro, perhaps an endeavor you were invested in suddenly hit a roadblock, or you're facing a tricky situation that feels harder to navigate than usual. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath. It's okay. We all have days when things don't go as planned. The key to handling this cosmic tension is to approach it with responsibility and calm. Instead of getting swept up in the chaos, focus on what you can control. Take ownership of the things that need your attention, and break down the tasks in front of you into manageable steps. Think of it like putting together a puzzle. At first, it can seem overwhelming, but piece by piece, things start to make sense again. As the moon enters Aquarius and conjoins with Pluto retrograde, you may notice that intense feelings begin to surface. This emotional undercurrent might stick around for the rest of the day, making it challenging to detach from whatever is weighing on your heart and mind. It's natural to have strong feelings and opinions, but finding a healthy outlet to express those emotions is essential. Consider reaching out to a trusted friend or loved one. Sometimes, simply talking through your thoughts can bring clarity and relief. Have you ever had one of those moments where something just felt off, and instead of diving into the conflict, you decided to take a step back? That's the kind of energy today is bringing. You might feel like avoiding people or confrontation, and that's completely okay. You're doing the right thing by giving yourself space. After all, sometimes jumping into an argument or trying to force a resolution can do more harm than good. By postponing important conversations or meetings until you regain your composure, you're setting yourself up for better outcomes in the long run. In the midst of all this, it's important to remember that any effort you make today should come from a place of calm and intention. When you approach your responsibilities with a steady hand, you'll find that things naturally start to fall into place. And don't forget to carve out some time for the activities that bring you joy. Whether it's spending time with friends or indulging in your favorite hobbies, these moments of contentment are what help you stay balanced, even when the world feels chaotic. For those of you who are single, today might also bring some promising attention from someone who piques your interest. There's an undeniable charm in the air, and it could lead to some exciting connections. Don't be afraid to explore those possibilities if they are €, but remember to stay grounded and take things one step at a time. Rushing into anything too quickly might lead to unintended consequences. Speaking of decisions, this isn't the best day for big purchases or investments, especially if they're expensive. With today's cosmic influences, there's a risk of acting impulsively, and you might end up paying more than you intended €, whether financially or emotionally. Sometimes, when we're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the risks attached to our choices. Take a step back, reassess, and give yourself time before making any major decisions. So, as you move through the day, embrace a slower pace. There's no need to rush or force anything. Instead, focus on maintaining your balance, both emotionally and mentally. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, what are some ways you've found to ground yourself? Maybe it's spending time in nature, talking to a friend, or simply taking a few deep breaths. Whatever it is, make sure to prioritize your well-being today. Remember, you have the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. Stay calm, stay focused, and trust that this moment is just one part of your journey. Things will fall into place, and you'll emerge stronger on the other side. Let's keep the conversation going. How are you finding balance in your life today? What steps are you taking to stay grounded? We're all in this together, and sharing our stories helps us all grow.